Latest reports are that Kamala Harris, the proposed Democratic nominee for President of America, is ahead of Trump in the polls. And she has come out confident and fighting, saying that in her experience as a prosecutor, she has come to know convicted felons like Trump very well. Trump being convicted of trying to bribe a porn star to be silent, as well as being convicted of business misconduct. Joe Biden, we do all love you more for standing aside to allow someone like Kamala to run. Trump has described her as a very nasty lady, so she could be his nemesis. At least we now have a chance to stop another disastrous and dangerous Trump presidency. The possibility, as Ben Hodges says on YouTube, that Trump could form an alliance with Putin so that they can say what happens on this planet. Like, okay, if you let me do this here, your troops can go in there. Remember, Trump has previously stated he will not oppose Putin's troops invading NATO countries who have not paid their way in protection. He says you have to pay your bills. What about him? In other news, the latest International Court of Justice decision ruling that Israel was violating international law by occupying Palestinian land will be ignored by Israel, of course, because the ICJ, and indeed the United Nations itself, has no significant military backup to enforce their policies and decisions. Netanyahu of Israel has already stated that Israel are not conquerors in their own land. Israel has a history of some 6 decades of displacing Palestinians from their land and replacing them with their own citizens. We live in today's world where you need military power to enforce policies and decisions made under this present outdated world order where we, as one species, live behind separate borders and fight each other for a safe future for its own people. Evolve as a species to be more indulgent of each other's differences, as we are presently doing with the gay community, and we can make a new world order with a world government, possibly based upon a heavily modified United Nations. This will allow us united to become a multi-planetary species, instead of devoting huge resources to either killing each other or preparing to do exactly that. Our sun and planet will not last forever. We need to move on. Locally here in Australia, an art gallery has put up a large blank canvas to encourage people to pick up a paintbrush and add their art in order to promote understanding between cultures in today's increasingly globalised world. So the change is happening. But for the moment, I give you an emoji face to summarise today's politically correct and limp-wristed age as we wonder how big my bum looks.